G'day guys, it's John from theproductivegarden.com, and yes, another bee video. I know I've been doing a lot of bee videos lately and not as many gardening videos, but it's all part of the garden. But anyway, one thing I'm doing today is, you might have remembered if you watched my previous bee video, that, or for the top bar hive, that it seemed like the queen was not in there. Okay, I couldn't find her, no brood, no eggs have been laid or anything like that since I put them in here. So I had to make a decision on whether I needed to get a new queen or whether I was going to try and wait and see if maybe the queen was in here, just hadn't started laying. Decided to get a new queen. I have had another look since then and I cannot find the queen in there. Okay, so I'm going to put a new queen in here today and also top up the sugar syrup. So we'll take the top off. Okay, and what I will do as well is I'll just show you. Got a queen in a little queen cage here, so you can see there's a queen in there, okay, with a whole lot of attendant workers. So, and what will happen is you've got here, there's a whole lot of like sugar cake sort of thing and a hole there, so the bees in the hive will crawl in that hole, eat the sugar cake out and release the queen. And then I'll take this queen cage out. So we'll open up this hive. Alright, so let's move the follower board back. Alright, the first thing I'll do is just replace the sugar syrup. They hadn't quite used all this up yet, but they were pretty close to it. Right, so there we go, we place the sugar syrup there. Now what we'll do is we'll move these bars back a bit, just create some room. Okay, so what I might do is just have a look and see how they're going there. So what are they doing? It's not building any honeycomb on this third bar. So, not doing a whole lot there, and they're probably not building any honeycomb because they've built some honeycomb to put some honey in, but they haven't really got anything else to do. They're not building up population or anything like that, so they really don't see any need to build any more honeycomb. So they're not. That's my guess. So anyway, we'll have a look here. We'll just check to make sure there is no queen there. Don't know what I'm going to do if there is a queen in here all of a sudden. But yeah, that looks like it's all. It looks like it's all honey, nectar, no eggs in there. Certainly no cat brood, and a bit of pollen. And it's not the that's not the pattern I would expect. Well, actually, we might have a drone laying worker in here, because there are a few drone cells in here. So we've might have a worker who started laying drone, and I'll just show you the drone cells here. Okay, so if you have a look, you've got a few, if I can move them. Right, you've got a few cells here that are like domes on them. They're drone cells, so they're basically just male bees that don't do much at all except fertilise queens. So obviously they've got and workers can lay, even though they can't lay eggs that will become worker bees, they can lay eggs that become drone bees, because drone bees are just unfertilised eggs. Let's see what we've got here. Bit of capped honey. They're building a few drone cells, but no worker cells at all. So we've obviously got a worker who started laying drone cells. So I hope that doesn't complicate the situation at all. Okay, anyway, we'll pack these people up a bit. Okay, and we will just sit this queen cage in here. So I might just turn it around so the sugar's on the side that all the honeycomb's on. So that cage in there, we'll just sit it in here, and hopefully it looks like there's might be a bee gone in there to try and rob. There's a bit of fighting there. I don't know what that is. Anyway, we'll pack these guys up, and we'll get in here in a few days and see what's going on here. See if they've got the queen out of the queen cage, which they should have her out of there in 2 or 3 days, I think. So it's what day is it today? It's Wednesday today. So on Saturday or Sunday I'll get back in here and see how they're going. We'll just pack it all up now. So I don't expect to see any brood when I open it up over the weekend on Saturday or Sunday. I just expect to see that the sugar's been eaten out of the queen cage, and that basically there's nothing in there. Okay, all the bees are out of there, the attendant workers, and the queen will be gone. So I'll put the lid back on, move the hive tool out of the way, let my lid go. That's right, just get all this stuff together. Okay, we'll put the lid back on. Done right, yep, all good. Okay, and yeah, we'll see how these guys go. Hopefully, I have heard, I don't know how true it is, but like if there's a drone laying worker in there, that if you put a queen in there, there can be some hive allegiance to the drone laying worker and they'll kill the queen and all that sort of stuff. We'll see what happens. If there's a drone laying worker in there, I don't know how the hell we're going to find her, because she'll look just like the rest of them. But yeah, anyway, we'll see how this goes. We'll open it up in a few days, and hopefully they're all out of there and happy, and in a couple of weeks we'll see some brood. Righto, now what I'm doing now is I've been in touch with my person I know who has a lot of experience with bees, decades of experience with bees, and she has said I've either got I knew I've either got a drone laying queen or a laying worker. The problem with that is they're going to kill the new queen if I leave her in here, and I've already taken her out. I had to take her out quickly, then I had a few things I needed to do, and now I have to try and find out if it's a drone laying worker or a laying worker or a drone laying queen. Now I haven't been able to find a queen in here, so I'm pretty sure it's a drone laying worker, but I want to find out for sure. Now what I can do to find out for sure is to look at how the eggs are laid in the cells there. So if you can find a cell that's just got eggs in it, not grubs, then, and I'll just fix up this cord to my mic just in case it's blocking your view. Okay, then what I've got to look at is if the cell with eggs in it has got multiple eggs and they're laid on the side of the cell, then it's likely to be a laying worker, because they haven't got as long an abdomen, they can't reach to the bottom of the cell. If it's just got one egg in the bottom of the cell, then it's a drone laying queen. If it's a drone laying queen, then I've got to find her, squash her, and put the new queen in here. If it's a laying worker, then it's going to be hard to find that because it's going to look like all the other workers. Anyway, let's have a look and see what we can find. Okay. Now, actually building a big supersedure cell here too, by the looks of it. Now I can't really see any cells that have just got eggs in them. I can see some grubs. I cannot find anything that looks like a queen here either. No, I cannot see any there. I can't see any, whether my eyes just aren't good enough to see them or not, I don't know, but I cannot see any eggs in there. And I can't find a queen either. So anyway, that's that bar. Let's have a look at the other bar. Alright. Again, I can see grubs, but I cannot see any eggs in any of these cells. So I'm none the wiser. And I can't see anything that looks like a queen either. They just all look like workers. They all look the same. There is nothing here that looks like a queen. And I can't actually see any eggs inside the cells. Right, so I just cannot see any eggs in the bottom here, so I really do think that we have a laying worker here anyway. I would have thought that if I had a laying queen, a drone laying queen, that she would have started laying much earlier. So, and I can't see anything that looks like a queen. So, I have some options. I can wait till this friend has a chance to get down here and have a look. I'm sure these bees would get out of the way. Or I can take some frames out of my Langstroth hive, put them in my 3-frame nuke that I've got. Wish these bees would move. Crossed. Right, or I can get take some frames of brood and honey out of my Langstroth hive and put them in my nuke and put the queen in now. And I know, see how we go with this. I don't know what's going to happen exactly after that. But anyway, so I mean, I could even just start up, get the gear for a new Langstroth hive and start up a new Langstroth hive somewhere. I've got a few options on where I can start a few hives. So anyway, whatever it is, I cannot find a queen in there. I reckon it's a laying worker. So to find a laying worker is nearly impossible. So what I think I'm going to have to do is have a talk to my my mentor again, I guess you could call her, see what she says and come to a decision with her. I mean, my queen will be alright for a week in the little queen cage and that sort of thing, so that's not such a big deal. Yeah, so I mean, we can manage that, that's fine. I think really we can wait and see what she wants to do. I'd rather get this hive going. I've built it, oh god, when was it built? 8 months ago or something like that, 9 months ago, and this is the second swarm I've put in it. The first swarm absconded. This swarm either hasn't got a queen or hasn't got a useful queen in it, so I haven't had much luck. It's not the Top Bar Hive's fault. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered what hive I put them in. I don't think it still would have been a very similar result. Anyway, it is what it is, and yeah, I've just got to get in touch with this person again and see what they say. Yeah, make some decisions. So I might go with the split thing. I don't know. I don't really have the gear for another hive at the moment. I'd rather have the gear ready before I start doing that sort of stuff. Yeah. So anyway, I think I'll get her to have a look at the hive on probably Sunday and see what she thinks that the situation is. Whether she thinks it's a worker or whether she thinks it is a drone laying queen. A laying worker or a drone laying queen. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll see what happens on Sunday. That's if she can make it on that day, and we'll take it from there. Anyway, that's it for now, and until next time, happy productive gardening. Bye.